Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you today. Tiffany Hayes, old head Tiffany Hayes, aka Tip. That's what we're going to call her. Tiffany Hayes comes out and speaks about the 2024 USA Women's Olympic Basketball Team and all of the drama that surrounded it. And we hear a bunch of the old excuses, the old reasons, the clearly wrong reasons why Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese were left off the USA basketball team. More specifically, Caitlin Clark, why they were left off the USA basketball teams. And we hear terms of get in line. We hear terms like skipping steps. We hear every single reason under the sun except for Caitlin Clark just wasn't good enough, because anybody watching, even that early on in the season, could tell Caitlin Clark was one of the top 12 women in the WNBA off the bat as a rookie. First game of the season, a game everybody likes to joke that Caitlin Clark had 10 turnovers. Everybody likes to make an example out of that. People always forget to mention that she dropped 20 points on Dejanay Carrington's head top. Her WNBA debut, she dropped 20 points on Dejanay Carrington's head top. You knew Caitlin Clark was going to be something special right off the bat. She follows it up with another magnificent game against the Los Angeles Sparks. You could tell Caitlin Clark was one of the top 12 players in that league very early on. Yet for some reasons, unknown to any logical thinking human being, Caitlin Clark wasn't a part of the Olympic team. And that started the firestorm. How is this person ahead of Caitlin Clark on the Olympic team? How is that person ahead of Caitlin Clark on the Olympic team? This person doesn't even play on her own team, yet she's on the Olympic team. This player can't even make her layups, yet she's on the Olympic team. Nobody overseas, nobody even in America knows who that player is, yet she's representing us on the Olympic team. There was no reason why Caitlin Clark should not have been on this team. And like I said, we got Tiffany Hayes, aka Tip. Old head Tiffany Hayes talking about the Olympic team. Let's hear what she has to say. I'm sure that none of us are going to be surprised. I'm sure we're all going to learn something different, right? Right. Let's take a listen.
I want to know, how was your experience at the Olympics in Paris? You know, I was tuned in daily. First question, and second, before it was like, well, when the announcements was coming, like everybody that's coming over to play and represent the U.S., it was this controversy around Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Should they come? Blah blah blah. So, you know, two questions in one. What you think about that, and how was your experience over there?
My experience was great. I was of course with my team Azerbaijan. We made a little bit of noise, you know. At least we made it. That was a big thing for us.
Yeah, yeah.
It was the first time the whole country had any Olympians make it there for 3-on-3. So that was kind of a big thing. And then we ended up going there making a little noise. We won a couple games. We beat USA. My bad, y'all. No, I had to go do my thing, but yeah, I had an amazing time. I was out there doing shoots and things for my brands and whatnot.
Tight.
Doing a lot of networking, so it was fun for me. And then about the controversy between those players, I mean, that's been happening for forever. Like,
yeah.
People, the youngest people coming in, they feel like they need to get that opportunity right away, but everybody who was on that team had to work their way onto that team.
Literally,
like,
yeah.
every single person.
Agreed.
So I don't know why people think that they should be able to like skip steps to go straight there. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not good. Like, they're great players, but everybody has to do the steps. Like, there's levels to it. So
yeah, I think from two different perspectives. I think in the game, like, you work your way up, but then I also think in the marketing, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's sad to say, but like, if you're putting in like the people that are being looked at I don't want to say looked at the most because there's definitely other players, but like are creating conversations and stuff. It kind of adds more eyes on it. You know what I mean?
Then you gonna lose and look crazy.
Ooh.
That's the you know how many times they've done that in the past and they've been this close to losing games because of
Oh
it?
yeah.
They be trying to play teeter-totter with it, but
I feel that.
like you can't.
It's all you gotta keep focus on the game.
You know how many times they tried to do that and look crazy? Tiffany Hayes, you literally just got done telling me that nobody has ever done that. You literally just got done telling me that everybody on that Team USA Olympic team had to work their way to get there. Couldn't miss any steps. Couldn't get any special treatment, even though Brianna Stewart got special treatment, even though Diana Taurasi got special treatment, even though there are numerous players on the team that got special treatment. When it comes to this year's class, Caitlin Clark specifically, they can't miss steps. Literally give them enough rope to you know what. You just talk and talk and talk, and then oops, did I do that? Did I say one thing and then 10 seconds later contradict myself? That's embarrassing to say the least. At least the last woman said, hey, marketing needs to play a part. If you have these stars that are going to bring conversation to the game, going to bring conversation to the league, you need to add those stars. And nobody, I mean, nobody is a bigger star in the WNBA than Caitlin Clark. And nobody other than Caitlin Clark is a bigger star in the WA other than Angel Reese. Right? Tiffany Hayes, let me just give everybody some perspective here. Tiffany Hayes won 6th Woman of the Year last year, averaging 9.5 points. Not too bad of a career if we use that patented WNBA curve, but her best season, she averaged 17 points. She averaged about 3.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. She finished 6th in MVP voting with those numbers. Caitlin Clark this year gave you 19 points, 5.5 rebounds, nearly 8.5 assists, and she finished 4th in MVP voting. Tiffany Hayes, Caitlin Clark, definitely, clearly, always should have been on this team. Nothing skipping steps about that. We know she was that good. We know she deserved to be on that team. Caitlin Clark, before the Olympic break, gave you 17 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. We knew early on she deserved to be on that Olympic team. When you compare it to her contemporaries, her stats not only lined up, but surpassed in more than one category. Caitlin Clark clearly should have been on that team. Angel Reese as well, since we love grouping them together. I even said it myself for the Olympic team. They both should have been on it. You guys want to grow the game? You need the 2 biggest names on the team. You want to grow the game? You need the 2 biggest, most recognizable games in the league on the team. And guess what? They can sit on the bench just like Jason Tatum did if you can't find minutes for them, Cheryl Reeve. But those 2 women should have been on the team. Caitlin Clark from a skill and marketing standpoint. Angel Reese strictly from a marketing standpoint. Easy as pie. Easy as pie. No other way to slice this cake. But again, we have the old heads that are talking about skipping steps, that are talking about next in line, that are talking about you don't deserve this, that are talking about talking about any and everything except basketball. Talking about everything other than basketball. It's pretty sad to see, but not unexpected, right? It's sad that this has come to be the norm from the WNBA old heads, right? We have the WNBA old guard, and we have the WNBA old fans. That's my dog barking in the background. I appreciate all the support. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Caitlin Clark clearly should have been on Team USA. I think as well as Angel Reese. Appreciate all the support. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you later. As always, take it easy.